For this Community Wednesday, I was given a choice between doing a gun guide for the Finn or the Bruin. I chose the Finn because I feel like more people should know about this super underrated LMG. The Finn is a pretty unique LMG. It's got a lot of pros and cons with varying results of how good and bad parts of them are, but its most unique part is its insane recoil. So that's why when I wanted to recommend a medium to long range build, I had to choose the Finn. The build I chose has a monolithic suppressor, the long shot advantage, a tac laser, 100 round belt, and a VOK 3.0 for long range engagements. You could go for a canted hybrid for an even longer range, but that would affect your ADS even more. Now let's get straight into the stats using my guide to rate it. Let's start with mobility. Its aim down sight time is pretty bad, 400 milliseconds, that's like sniper rifle level aim down sight time. Coupled with a sprint out time, you don't want to be using this at close range engagements. Its reload time looks bad, but it's average for belt-felled LMGs with 100 rounds. Its movement and sprint are actually closer to assault rifles than they are to most LMGs, so those are pretty good. Its ADF stray speed is also closer to a long-range assault rifle than a LMG. The stability and velocity are part of the reason why this makes such a great long-range build, but its rate of fire is pretty low at 10.5 rounds per second, meaning every shot you miss will increase your TTK by quite a lot. Its recoil though is where it really shines. It's got one of the best recoil patterns out of all the weapons in the game. The Finn doesn't have a headshot multiplier, so it doesn't matter if you hit the head or the upper chest. Just make sure you're aiming for the chest and you'll be getting a pretty competitive time to kill regardless of range. At longer ranges though, if you're hitting the lower torso or limbs, you're gonna have a really bad time to kill. So when you add up all the numbers, you get a total score of 111.5, which is pretty average for a long range build. So how do you use this build? Pretty much get as much distance as you can between you and the enemy and gun him down with extreme accuracy. And if you find yourself in a power position, so mounted or basically head glitching somewhere, they're not going to be able to hit you even if they know where you are. Its biggest downside though is that it's an LMG. That means it's pretty slow in many mobility categories. So don't get caught reloading and don't get caught sprinting out. But at longer ranges, it's going to be a lot harder to hit upper chest and headshots. So you're going to end up mixing in a few lower body shots and arm shots too. So your time to kill is not going to be that great, even though you may have the best accuracy. Especially because of its firing delay, if you both see each other and shoot at the same time, there's a good chance you're going to lose that fight. Especially at medium range, you're going to find yourself getting outgunned by most assault rifles. But as soon as the ranges start to stretch out more, you're going to find yourself coming out on top. Alternatively, you can also run this with the adverse barrel and some of the mobility chance will change. But you'll have a much higher rate of fire, but lower damage as well. So think about if you want to make that change. So what do you think about the Finn? Have you ever used it in a loadout before? And if so, which configuration did you use? And if you're now watching this video and thinking about using it, which configuration will you use? Let me know in the comment section down below. Remember, if you want your question, topic, or idea discussed in another video, all you gotta do is comment on here or on Instagram. But that's the video. If you've enjoyed it or if it's helped you in any way, leave a like. If you got any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section down below. And if you want to make sure that you never miss another video, be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.